Hey everyone, Paul Johnson, Waconia, Minnesota, and the Laughing Trout Fly Tying Club. Today I'm going to be tying a Slump Buster. I don't fish streamers very often, but when I do, this would be my first choice. So it's a pretty simple fly to tie. It's tied on a size 4 streamer hook. Actually, you can use just about any size streamer hook you want. This is a Mustad 3366. The tail, the body, and the collar is all pine squirrel olive. The body, you can see it under there, is gold diamond braid. And then there is a length of gold wire that kind of holds it all together. So I've already put the cone on my hook. For a thread, I'm going to be using some olive 6/0. Just get that started on my hook. I have a length of gold wire, size brassy. Tie that in. Back to about the hook point, or the hook barb. Then I'm going to tie in a length of that diamond braid. And I'll throw a half hitch in there. I'm going to use with a rotary feature on my vise. So put a half hitch in my knot, a half hitch knot in on my thread, hanging from my bobbin holder. And then I can just wrap that forward in touching turns right up to the cone. Secure it with my tying thread. And then I can cut off that excess. All right, so I got a length of pine squirrel. Tie that in right on top of the hook shank. I'm just make a couple wraps here. Make sure my length is good. And I'm actually going to use 2 pieces of pine squirrel. You could do in 1 or 2, however you want to do it. But I'm going to tie this in on the back first, and I'm going to tie another piece in for the collar. So right on top of the hook shank, at the back of the body, come in with some wraps of that wire to hold everything in place. You can use your bodkin to kind of part the hair apart. And then just with even spaced wraps. And if you trap a little bit of that hair, you can always come back with your bodkin and pull it out. So couple more here and we'll have that done. And then right up behind the cone, tie that off. Come in there with my fingernail clippers and cut that excess off. So then I've got another length of pine squirrel. Strip just a little bit of the hair off right at the tip there. And I'm going to tie that in. And then with the hide down, make quite a few wraps here, burying it in behind that cone. Once more around. And then you're going to be pulling tight, so I'm really pulling tight on that pine squirrel. Tie that off. And come in and cut the rest of that pine squirrel out of there. And then do a 4 or 5 turn whip finish. You can put a little dab of super glue in there if you want to hold that pine squirrel in place. There it is. Slump Buster. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you.